Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is January 6th, day number 490 in this research. Just a reminder, Forensic SEO training starts on January 19th. For details, go to forensicseotraining.com. I'll put the link in the description. And please leave a comment. Your one thing does two things. It tells YouTube that you like this content, so their algo kicks in, and then this information can spread to reach people who don't already know about it. And secondly, it tells me that you like this content. And if you really, really like it, mention these reports in the channel on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you, Semantic Entity and Jeff Meakin, for your comments on Twitter. Now, this is a labor of love. It informs my forensic assessments as well as my daily SEO. So if you like this type of content, please just leave a yes in the comments, or thanks, or ask a question, or even share what you're seeing, because we all learn the more we know we're seeing kind of the same things. Now, just a reminder, I want to show you over here. We have two test sites, the old one and the new one. And the difference between the two is a Google designated primary crawler site, and the other one is a designated mobile crawler site. Let me just show you here. If you go into Search Console, go on the left side under Pages, and when it opens up, you'll see over here, slightly above a box that has a graph, you'll see smartphone or you'll see desktop. Now, this is nothing you can impact. This is strictly what Google designates it as, the primary crawler. Now, I'm not saying that it only crawls in that form, because you do see a crawl report further down. So I am aware that both desktop and mobile come to the same site despite what the primary crawler is. But I saw a difference over the holidays that made me think, at least during those hard times in December, that there might have been a difference the way these sites are treated. So I'm following that lead. And yes, thank you for everyone for your comments. I am aware. All right. Now, there are still five tests every week. The mobile's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the desktop is Tuesday, Thursday. Now, this, what you're looking at, is a quick summary based on both the research data log and the actual server logs for these sites. So the intention is to give you a quick update on the more immediate nature of new content indexation. That's what this test is. How long does it take new content to go through the indexation system? Now, the colors are intended to indicate today's results, all right? And the notes below are to give you some context to these the colors and all that kind of stuff. So basically, for the desktop primary crawler, the last time new content tested on by its simple indexing keyword was December 19th for the JavaScript keyword, ironically, the same day. And as recently as this morning, I detected mobile rendering bots in the primary crawler desktop site. And yes, woohoo, we have new content indexing on the test page from this past Monday. So that's the primary mobile crawler site. Now, I'll show you the log here first, but let's just go through it. So today, the simple tested on and the JavaScript tested on. But as of this morning, since midnight, there have not been, I did not detect any mobile rendering bots. So I can say I last confirmed I saw them yesterday, January 5th. Now let's go over here so you can see it. So here is today, and this was the test page that was found by both its keywords. So you can see it took 4 days to move through the three systems. The systems are called crawl, index, and serve. If you're not familiar with these three systems, it's straight out of the mouths of a Google engineer on their podcast, that these three systems comprise the indexation system as a whole. Please note, indexing is not the same as being findable. And as SEOs, we need to know that. We need to train our clients on this stuff, albeit, I agree, tiny bits at a time, because it's heady stuff, even for SEOs. Now, I can still confirm, compared to what I've seen as recently as this morning, since Monday, December 12th, the normal Google indexing API bot behavior has changed, and it no longer comes at the time of publishing. Now, this is a huge departure from what's been documented since February 12th last year. The same is true on the test site that is primary crawler, so it doesn't seem to matter which type of designation your site has. The bot API, indexing API is different. Bots are coming, but they are also not always rendering content, which means taking more than just the HTML of our pages. Rendering is where they also need, so they crawl, the other pieces that make up our page, JavaScript, CSS, the pieces that make our page so that they can recreate our content in HTML on their site. All right, now let's look at the bots. So here I'm tracking both. The M stands for mobile, the D for desktop. And so you can see here the most recent day, let's say this was the volatile day yesterday. So it's pretty much crickets in terms of the bots coming and crawling. I believe it's when those things go really high and they're pushing things out, they don't want to create a backlog. I think the direction into the index is always one direction. It can change, but they don't both occur at the same time. All right, so let's see the below bot count. All right, so, all right, and then I just want to say that, you know, over here I'm actually looking at the individual server records. That's why I added that third column on the index detector page, so that we and our clients as publishers, we know whether or not Google is rendering our content, and that matters. Yesterday, I saw a lot of people in my mastermind, and as well as some other places, remark on sites that hadn't been touched in months were rising from the dead. And it's really fun to have sites like this. I call them canaries in the coal mine. So it's very possible we're witnessing what I call the lessening of the power of backlinks. It seemed to increase in weight in December, which seems to happen every year. Maybe they were kind to us this year. They didn't roll out an update, but I think everybody noticed that in December, it's easy to look at that and go, well, Google favors big brands. Well, big brands have big, diverse backlink profiles. So anyway, so also I want to thank everyone who's taken the time to submit the 2-minute survey for Confessions of an SEO podcast. I'm keeping it open until the end of the month. The link's in the description. And if you are looking for more SEO content, check out Confessions of an SEO podcast. In this week's episode, which launched this morning, you can witness the birth of a new type of episode on the show, looking for ways to interview business owners on their expectations and experiences when they are approached by us, the SEOs. So I'm working to create a body of work that connects the SEO into the mind of a business owner and the businesses they wish to serve. And yet the businesses who also want to use SEO services of a company but distrust getting approached. Ha 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 ha. Go big or go home. All right. Well, thanks so much, and I will see you tomorrow.